What's good, tribe? You know? So today is the 16th and it's 8:45 p.m. July 16th, 8:45 p.m. 2023. And I'm talking to this guy not even 15 minutes ago. And he says to me, "This is big dog. All you ever talk about is trying to get money." I said, "Yeah. You never talk about sports or nothing?" And he's like into sports. He's one of those people who watch Power. He watch every, Love and Hip Hop show or Basketball Wives or whatever the hell, Sister, whatever, I don't know reality show shit. He love it, right? And he says to me, all you ever talk about is, how to make money or, making money or trying to be better. Don't you want to talk about something else? And I said, no. What else we gonna talk about? What you tell me what we gonna talk about? That's what I want to know. If you are poor, listen, here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. The reason I'm so heavy into that because I have no other option. I'm 46 years old this year. In August, I'll be 46 years old. I don't have any other options. I don't have time to play. Number one thing you won't see me do, I won't be scamming. I don't scam, I don't lie, I'm not underhanded. That's not what the hell I do. Number one, right? Number two, I'm old, man. We assume that, people assume that I'm going to be like 70, 80. I don't know if I'm going to live that long. I'm 46. I don't have any other time to play games. The only thing I need to be focusing on is how to get this bag. That's it. Now, when I say that, what I mean is developing another source of income so at some point I can make enough money to retire my wife. And I don't want to do that off of hope and dreams. I'm actually putting in some work. And so my mind thinks to me, right, what else do you want to talk about? I don't want to talk about anything else. I don't want to talk about anything else. Nothing else. Man, I don't get it. All you talk about is, you explain to me, any of y'all, any one of you watching this video, explain to me while watching the basketball game has increased your financial situation. It hasn't. Now, if you bet on it, you won what? Couple of grand, right? $5,000. You go to some kind of professional what's name and you bet you win. I'm talking about substantially change your financial situation. No. Why would you waste your time doing that? I know guys who waste their time, hours arguing over who's the better basketball player. Right? Literally, I worked at a place where guys was fighting in a bathroom because one guy believed Dwayne Wade was better than Jordan, and it's like, who cares? And it came to blows. That's what y'all fighting over. Never mind the fact that you get paid $13 an hour in a hot ass factory, and you living with your mama. Never mind never mind none of that. That you 45, 50 years old making $14 an hour. Never mind those things. What about long term? So he got mad at me, hung the phone up. I don't get. Look. The one thing I don't do is I don't care. I do a lot of things, but guess what I don't do? I don't care. Because what other options do we have, y'all? If you are, listen to me. I'm the first person to put myself out there. I'm 46 years old. Financially, I don't have the time to start playing games. This is not the time to play games. When I talk to y'all, especially those of you who watch my videos who are young, when I'm talking to y'all, what I'm telling you is, if you don't get it right now, then when? Start doing it now. If you're in your 20s, and I did another video of that on my YouTube channel. If you're in your 20s, right now is the time to truly, truly bust your ass. Work. Don't party. Don't play. None of that. No. Work. Work. Why? It don't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to bust your ass when you're 40. Can you work 17, 18-hour days when you 50 years old? Of course not. So why would you want to wait till you're almost in your 50s and 60s to start trying to hustle? No, the time to work is right now. The time to get shit done is right now. You 20 anything. The time to bust your ass is now. You 30, the time to bust your ass is now. I'm talking about 10 straight years of not being seen, not being heard, just getting done. I don't have time for nothing else. And so he got mad at me and ended our conversation. And it's unfortunate, y'all. It's unfortunate that, I may never talk to him again. And it's unfortunate that our conversation wasn't cordial. It didn't end very well. I'm pretty sure he's mad at me. I wasn't the nicest guy, right? And so there were some things said I probably should have said, obviously. But the reality of it is think about it. What happens? What happens when you're 50, 60 years old and you haven't done the work that you should be doing right now? You got to think about that. If you're not putting in the work now, when you 60 years old, I sure wish I would. Don't wish for shit. This is 2023. This is not the time to be wishing. In 2023, you literally have the ability to make hundreds of thousands of dollars if you are consistent. And so, unfortunately for me, I had a 2-year setback. So I'm behind the 8-ball a little bit. And I just say a little bit because I'm only behind the 8-ball a little bit. But that don't mean I got to stop. That just means now I need to work a lot harder. Right? But what else are we talking about? What else are we going to talk about? I don't know. But what I do know is talking about the things y'all have been talking about ain't getting you nowhere. It's not getting you no money. It's not, y'all. We need to start looking at it. Like really, really analyzing, okay, where am I at financially? Where am I at when it comes to this? Where am I at when it comes to that? Playing around, playing around, joking and with your homeboys no. We need to be trying to figure out how to make some money. The only thing I want to figure out is when I leave for work, come home, and I go to sleep. And while I'm sleeping, I make $200. Not while I'm at work. I'm making money at work. But when I come home and I'm sleeping, I want to make $200 while I'm asleep. That's the point I'm trying to get to. Just $200. All I want to make is $200 while I'm sleeping. Now, if I can figure out how to generate that, I can. Well, my man Jason told me I got to learn how to leverage that success to make more success. Once I figure the base out, once I get the base down, I'm good. I just got to get the fundamentals down. Once I get the fundamentals down and know what I'm doing, I can kill it. I'm good. I can figure the rest out. I just need the starter. Just point me in the right direction. I'm good. I'll bust my ass. I will hustle. I'm gonna tell you a little secret about me, y'all. Right, real quick, and I'm done with this. So maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I quit my job as a machine operator. I was making maybe $500-$600 a week. Right, I was working 10, 12-hour days, making that kind of money. That's bring home about $500-$600 a week. About $600. Not a lot of money, right? So I quit my job because they had tried to move me out of my department and they wanted me to do something else. It wasn't going to really dock my pay, but it was going to mess with my hours. My hours was going to dock my pay. I said, you know what? Don't like that. Quit my job. I tell my wife I'm quitting my job. I say, sweetie, what do I need to make this functional? So we sat down, ran some numbers. What you need to make is you need to make at least $600 a week for this to work out. Bet. Now, mind you, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I had no clue. I said, okay, let me get some information. So I figure I get some information. Okay, right? I talked to a couple people. One guy I worked with at my old job, Comfort Research. I can't think of his name. He gave me some really good advice. He said, "Hey, you go do some Uber. You might want to subsidize it, or what's the word to use? Not subsidize. When you have money like you have money in your reserves, you might want to make sure you have money in your reserves before you go full on in on it." And that's okay. He said, "I want you to make sure that you have money set aside for like if repairs and stuff need to happen for the vehicle." That's okay. That makes sense. And I had a little money set aside, not a lot, but enough to like if like I had to spend a couple grand to get the vehicle fixed, I could. So I'm like, okay, I got that part fixed out. What about X, Y, and Z? How do I maximize my profit in making this money? So he told me the best time to go out, So I said, okay, I'm going to give it a test run. I took his format and I said, let me follow his format first and see what's wrong with it. And if there's nothing wrong with it, go with it. So I look at his format, I go out and I do exactly what he say to do. And I realize there's several errors in this. So, okay, let me change it up. And I realize if I do this way, and I realize if I do this thing this way and then do this thing this way, I could come out better on this end. Okay, so I start making $700-800 a week, working maybe 5-6 hours, maybe 5-6 hours, right? So come the weekend, I work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday. I kind of work, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I would kill it. And I make my $700, right? I come home, I give my wife $400 or $500 of it, keep what I need on my person for gas, for car washes, if I need to get a detail, whatever I need for the vehicle to keep my business going. That's what I did. And it worked. And of course, we had the pandemic. So obviously, being a businessman, I'm always business minded, y'all. I'm okay, well, now I got to pivot. I can't really do it this way. I got to change something. So I had to pivot off that. All right, let me figure this out. And I've never had a problem pivoting. Never, right? If I can figure it out and I can figure out how to make money off of it, I'm going to do it. So I pivoted. Let me figure this out. So it got to the point where I had to pivot, pandemic, and I pivoted, went back to work, still made money on the side. I'm good. That's what I know. That's what I know I need to do. If I can scale that, now I did that just try to see if I could do it. Understanding that I can do that when I tell you I know I can do it, I'm good. I'm good. What else are we talking about? What else do we need to talk about? If you're not making, the kind of money that you wish you made to live your life very comfortably, you got to pivot. You got to figure out how to pivot, how to make more money.